San Antonio Super Regional. Wow. Wow, what an incredible contest. Let's recap it. Let's put a cherry on top of it. Even though cherries suck, let's get after it. Good morning again, Daniel Valdez again. It is a pleasure and honor to talk to you. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. A lot to go over, a lot to talk about. Let's just get to it. So everybody who tuned into the live blog, the Texas Band's live blog, all throughout the weekend, can't thank you enough. Thank you so much for all of your support and your love. Anybody who came up to us in the stands, anybody who said hello, all that great stuff. We really appreciate that. Just thank you so much. It's one of the reasons we keep doing this. So it was an incredible experience this past weekend. Thank you to Box Five TV for letting us uh, be a part of the broadcast, the live blog. In case you haven't, in case you in case you don't know, BOA Live.tv, for that's powered by Box 5 TV. They allow us to have our live blog actually on the broadcast. So you're watching the event online, you just scroll down and that's all the Texas Bands nerds knocking out commentary and photos live as it happens. So, and by the way, we're doing it for Grand Nationals too, the entire event. So so if you're so tune into that this coming week. So thanks to everybody who was involved. Awesome stuff. Bands America did a fantastic job. They had a lot of challenges with weather and programs that had transportation issues and cancellations and all sorts of stuff. But they really knocked this out of the park. So congratulations to the BOA staff. Excellent job this season. So let's get after it. Let's talk about results and then I'll go eat some pancakes or something. I don't know. We'll see. So first and foremost, congratulations to Club 499, the Hebron High School band, the second time in a row, the two-time Bands of America San Antonio Super Regional champion with a score of 96.75. Congratulations to them. Awesome stuff. Before we go over the results real quick, Class 1A champion was Pecos High School. Congratulations to them. They actually won this. I think this is the second year in a row they've won it. So congratulations to them. Awesome stuff. And they went on very late as an exhibition performance. So that's a long time to wait to go on and perform for a crowd. But they did a fantastic job last night. So great job. And then our Class 2A champion, the one, the only, the Argyle High School band. Yes, that Argyle, the one that won 8 championships, state championships at UIL. Now they started doing BOA this year, and they keep they keep winning stuff. So congratulations to Argyle. Y'all had a fantastic performance last night in exhibition. Great stuff indeed. Class 3A champion was Cedar Park High School, and Class 4A champion was Hebron High School. So let's go over the results. Keller in 14th place with an 88.80. That is an intense show. That's really intense. Very weird, even weird for them. There was, but still excellent performance level from Keller. 13th place was Marcus, 89.35. They play with such controlled sounds, and the percussion is just top shelf divinity status right there. Just excellent stuff. The Pearland in 12th place, 89.65. They play so well on the move, especially those woodwinds. Wow, that is awesome stuff. Very entertaining show. 11th place was Capella at 90.50. They got everything. They got drums, they got sound, they got color guard. They got everything you'd want out of that show. Very neat. 10th place, Cedar Park, 91.25. We were sitting with their staff as they went on. You could tell that was an on performance. That was that was uh, uh, just a wall of sound, great visual stuff. And then that release in the ballad that just rang through the Alamo Dome. I think it's still ringing through the Alamo Dome. That's how good it was. Congratulations, Cedar Park. Ninth place, Cedar Ridge, 91.35. This was a fan favorite. This was one that, when Rebel Yell came on, that was pretty neat. And of people are aware of certain folks that have tried to, link this show to certain ethereal matters in the world, and it didn't work. So I could feel the crowd getting behind them a little bit more than usual. So congratulations, Cedar Ridge in ninth place. Round Rock was in eighth place, 91.60. This is a different Round Rock band than last year. This is a very different program than it was last year. Huge sound, huge sound. Not afraid to pump out some sound. Very clean visually. Very clean visually. So congratulations to Round Rock in eighth place. Seventh place, Flower Mound, 93.35. That's the super band show. That's the capes, that's everything. That's Red Cape Tango. Um, Very, very, very entertaining, and, the percussion was pretty great tonight or last night, and, just great stuff all around. That's a very fan friendly show. So congratulations, Flower Mound, 7th place. 6th place, Claudia Taylor Johnson, 94.20. I said this on the blog last night. It's basically a track meet it's basically a track meet on for a marching band show. There's simultaneous demand, body visuals, running around the field. The neon poles were a hit, but I mean, what else do you expect from the caliber of program they are? They can pull it off. So congratulations, Claudia Taylor Johnson, 6th place. 5th place, Vista Ridge, 94.40. That is a program, again, much like Round Rock, that is a program that is not the same as it was last year. This is a completely different program. That high brass, Vista Ridge's high brass, my goodness, the tuning. That's the thing that people need to understand. Like, how are they so loud? How are they able to pump out that sound? It's because they tune, because they tune really, really well. It's not just noise, it's tone, it's volume. It's not loud and crass. It is focused sound on the same wavelength. That's how you get to do what they do. And their percussion section is top notch stuff as well. Huge percussion lines, simple. Name the last time you saw a cymbal feature on the field. Name the last time you saw it. Yeah, you can't. But they do stuff like that because they have the talent to pull that off. So congratulations to Vista Ridge, 94.40. In 4th place was Vandegrift, 95.80. Of course, they're huge. Tons of lights. Those were a crowd favorite for sure. Huge sound. Uh, playing that piece machine at tempo is almost impossible to do on the field. And adding 16th notes and double tonguing and everything, they just seem to do it with ease. So, I mean, what else do you expect from Vandegrift? So, incredible stuff from Vandegrift in 4th place. 3rd place was Ronald Reagan with a 96. Incredibly nuanced show. Takes so much concentration. There's so much risk involved with that show, and it pays off. When it hits, it pays off. And they absolutely earned that 3rd place. That was excellent stuff indeed. Congratulations to Ronald Reagan, 96.0 in 3rd place. 2nd place was the Woodlands at 96.50. Now let's talk about these guys for a second. Let's talk about the Woodlands for a second. Head director leaves. They do a big staff change. They got a big staff change that happened this past season very quietly. New directors come in. We don't know what to expect from them. They come out to the Bands of America, North Houston Regional, and they crush. They crush. They're always going to give you something, a very, very entertaining show, a very fan friendly show, very accessible show. And they play a lot of music that we don't hear very often on the field. Not just the actual book and the actual piece, but the style that they play with. They're constantly playing jazz fusion stuff, playing jazz fusion stuff. It's so refreshing to hear that because you don't get a lot of it. And it needs to be that sort of those sorts of musical ideas need to be explored on the field more. They absolutely do. And it brings a different flavor to the contest. And by the way, they sound fantastic. They can play anything. And people are like, "Oh my goodness, how did the Woodlands win general effect in contest?" By the way, Hebron won music, Hebron won visual and finals. The Woodlands won general effect, and that created, you would have thought, people in the crowd were like screaming. So it's like, how did they win general effect? Well, it's very simple. General effect is the effect of all elements of the program. Now, what do we mean by all elements? We mean the with woodwind players, we mean the brass players, we mean the percussion players, and something that gets forgot about, something that doesn't get a lot of attention, especially here in the state of Texas, is the color guard. The Woodlands have one of the best color guards in the United States. That's a fact. Go look at the WGI Scholastic World results from April. Go look at them. Bronze medalist, first one to ever bronze medal at the WGI Scholastic World class from Texas. First one to medal. That color guard is out of this universe. It just is. It's like they landed from another dimension or something. Where it's another dimension, it's another reality where color guard's king. And They did a phenomenal job. I can't get over how good that color guard was, and it was musical, and it made sense with the show. The show was designed to let them shine. You got awesome music, and it's awesome, and then the Woodlands, wind players and brass players, they can move around, they can play anything. We know that. But when you add that guard to it, it jumps it up another level. Now all of a sudden you're seeing things on the field that nobody else can provide. They didn't have a lot of set pieces out there. They had the stages in the back. Just dropped my phone. They have they have set pieces in the back, but they stay out of the way most of the time. The real set pieces, the real props, if you want to call it that, that's the color guard. They're creating moving set pieces by tosses and catches and choreography and just incredible design and performance. Performance. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, it's very simple. When they toss and catch, people applaud. When they keep doing that in succession over and over and over again, people keep applauding. That's why if you were sitting in the crowd and you're wondering, "Why are people clapping right now?" Because we're watching we're listening to the band and we're watching the guard, and we're reacting to the incredible performance that they gave last night. That's why they won general effect. That's how you do that. It's the effect of all elements, and when all elements are strong, you're gonna get rewarded for it. You gotta really tip your hat to the Woodlands for really pushing through this season, because there have been so many programs that have had director changes and gone through that sort of turbulence that can come with it, and those programs have a tough time with their first season just because, of all sorts of stuff, because of all different reasons. But the Woodlands came out, they were like, "We're going. We're going hard." That's an intense show, that's a fun show. I know I'm gushing over them, but they absolutely deserve that. I mean, my goodness, it was a palpable energy you felt that they gave us in the crowd. So congratulations to the Woodlands 96.50, second place. Incredible stuff. They're not done yet. They're going to be at state. Could be very interesting. We'll see how it goes. And then of course Hebron with a 96.75, our super regional champions. They were getting standing ovations during the show. Like the music book is just it's it's hard to imagine that somebody that staff and that design team would be like, "Oh yeah, they can handle this. They can handle this music book. Let's give them all the notes ever, and they'll be able to handle it." And then the drills flying when they're playing "Come Sail Away" at the very end of the show, they're running backwards. Basically, it is a very physically and emotionally draining show. I can't imagine what it felt like to finish that show and just be completely exhausted. That is a very, very challenging show. The soloists were just, I mean, divine, incredible, fantastic. Name your accolade here. I mean, I mean, it's really one of those things that if it came across on video on Box 5 TV, that's cool. It was really awesome in the stands. It really, really was. The ballad was a knockdown hit, and then of course the the closer was just another level. So, I mean, Hebron, what do you expect? It's Club 499. It's a level of performance, and it's a level of demand that very few programs in the United States can touch. It's very, very difficult to pull that off. There are a lot of programs that won't attempt what they did last night, but these guys do it, and they push, and they keep going, and they move forward, and that is something they just stick to all season long. When the band was on the field and the director was speaking to them, one of the very first things he said was, "Now, was tonight a miracle, or did you do your job?" And that really started turning the gears in my head. Was tonight a miracle, or did you just do your job? I've had a lot of people, more people than usual either to come up to me directly or message me online about why do the same programs end up making finals at this event? Why do the same programs become successful? Why are the same programs winning awards and captions and all that fun stuff? Why does that happen? And Mr. Seeley put it to he really wrapped that up. He really put that was it a miracle or did you do your job? The programs that get to the level that you saw at the top 14 last night, the programs that get there on a consistent basis, no matter if it's UIL or Bands America or whatever judging sheet you want to be evaluated on. The reason those programs are there is because they do their job. They're not guessing. There's no guesswork out there. I didn't see anybody guessing in that top 14. Kind of like, well, I'm about to play a note. I hope it works. Or I'm about to do this toss. I hope I catch it. That's what separates. That's how you get in. That's how you get into the party. That's how you get there on Saturday night. When the preparation is so intense and the preparation and the intensity, and it's not just the last week of the season. It starts from movement classes. It starts from summer band. It's this intense feeling, and that's why this activity is so difficult for young marching members because you got to have that intensity the entire time. You can't just turn it on in the middle of the season. You can't just say, "Oh, I think we're going to start working now," and you know that stuff. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. You got to have that intensity the entire time, and that is a mental challenge. That is a big mental hurdle and a big mental challenge for these young marching members. But if you can do it, you can galvanize everybody. If you can get everybody on the same page and say, "Hey, we're working towards this common goal." You either join in or join out. If you can get everybody in line and if you can get everybody to push just as hard as is necessary, then that's how you get into that top 14. The short answer is the reason the programs are successful year in and year out, contest after contest is because they're really, really good. And they're not guessing during their performances. They are doing their job. They're not trying to perform miracles. They're not trying to there's no hope there. There's no hope in terms of, "I hope this goes well." This is, "We are doing our job. This is our product. Please enjoy it." And then the results, whatever, we take care of those later. The results are out of their hands, really. All you can do is do your job, because if you do your job, you've got a shot. It's there. But Hebron's director really, really opened my eyes to that. He said it perfect. It was one of the first things that came out of his mouth. That's awesome. And I was like, yes, because I'd been thinking about that all towards finals because I had a lot of people message me about this very subject. And he nailed it. He got it. It also speaks to why this program is so good year in and year out and why they wow the crowd every time. Congratulations to everybody who participated at the Bands of America San Antonio Super Regional Championships. I am done here. It is time to rest. It is time to chill. We got state contests coming up. I got nationals coming up. We are going to try to finish this week strong. It is a nerd vacation and I'm proud to serve this great community. I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for listening. Take care. Adios. Bye-bye.